What is up, everybody? It is Team Studer here, making a tech tutorial video on how I set up my reactors and my my ME auto fueling system. So basically, I have the big reactors mod that I'm using to produce power. These are reactor casings on each reactor, and I use the Applied Energistics ME mod, and I'm going to explain that first. So basically there's an ME crafting terminal, which is what I have, and then I have my access terminal, and the access terminal lets you see more items. So if I just grab a bunch of random stuff and throw it in my inventory like that, and then throw it in here, if I wanted to specifically search brown wool, brown wool, it's going to show me specifically brown wool, and etc, etc. Let's take that out of there. Okay. And then in the ME crafting terminal, say I wanted to make cyanide blocks, or if I just want to use it for crafting purposes, I do that, and I got 17 blocks of that. Great, awesome. And then I have the ME drives, which contain my drives. I'm using ME 64K storages. They hold 63 different items, and they hold 65,000 different items inside of each one. And then I have the 64K fluid storage drives as well. They hold 5 fluids, but they it holds like 65,000 different like millibuckets of fluid or something like that. And then over here, I'm going to explain this now. So there's the blue wires that come from the ME. Underneath of it are connected to the ME system, and then this should flash white every once in a while. I think I just missed it. Is it going to flash white? I really want this to flash white. Yep, there we go. It just flashed white. So basically, it's connected to the ME system, and it's pulsing. And in my reactors, I have 2 fuel ports. I have uranium block fuel import, and then I have a plutonium port as well to double fuel it, just in case if I run out of one fuel, I have a backup fuel, so I can get my other fuel back online eventually. And then I have the import bus, which is importing from the reactor into here, which is where I get my cyanide ingots from. And then over here, behind these, they're RedNet power something. What are power? I'll be able to show you what it is. Power tap. And oops, that was not supposed to happen. My ME power tap, not ME, big reactor's power tap, and that's what's connected to these, and that throws all the power that the reactor runs, and it runs over here, powers these and the entire ME system as of right now, which really, for as big of reactors these are, that's not a whole lot. And since I messed with it, it shut off. But each one of these produces 75,000 RF per tick. We're just going to say 1,000 because it's got KRF, which is like kilo RF per tick. And it stands for flux per tick. So it's redstone flux per tick, basically, is what it is. And this one does the same as that one. And it's pretty interesting. I mean, and then on the top, so basically, I put graphite in here. I don't ever see people put graphite in theirs for some reason, but if you put graphite in it, it's like, it helps your reactor get like more power, it produces more power, something like that. But I have reactor glass, and if you're going to use reactor glass, I suggest you use it if you don't plan on moving, because reactor glass takes a long time to break when you're in survival mode. But if you can transfer into creative at some point in time and break it yourself and just give it back to yourself or make it again, then go for it. Because if you try and move, if you move a lot like I do on servers, I still use the reactor glass, but it takes forever to move it. But anyways, on the inside of there, you stack it all the way up to the top almost with like that 1 block difference, and then the coolant that's in each side is resin ender. You need 28 buckets of resin ender to be exact. It's 28 because it's 7 blocks on each side, and 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 28. And then the second coolant that's in here, congealed cryothium. It's a better coolant for the reactor. And if you can cool your whole reactor with it, it's pretty good, but this was the most efficient way for me to do this. But you need a lot, because these are single place blocks. I'll show you actually. If I... That's not the mod I was looking for. Oops. Where is it? This? Okay, watch. If I place this 2 blocks above the ground, it will drop. Like that. It is not a solid block. And if you if you touch congealed cryothium, and when you're in survival mode, you will start to get injured because it's basically like liquid ice. And if you're in ice for a long enough time, you start to like basically kill yourself. So I mean, that's kind of just kills you, not very slowly, it's pretty rapidly actually. So just kind of stay away from it. Resin Ender, if you jump into Resin Ender, it teleports you. What mod was it? That one. Alright. If you jump into Liquid Ender, watch. Whee! I was all over here, now I'm all over here. It teleports you because it's Ender. That makes sense, right? Since it's Ender, it just teleports you like an Ender Pearl. So yeah, basically, that's it for that big reactor and the ME system that I just explained. We can go over some of the mods that are inside of it. We have Atomic Science, Thermal Expansion items, Thermal Expansion tools, we have Florbs, Carpenter's Blocks, Dimensional Doors, Equivalent Exchange 3, Logistic Pipes, Extra Cells, Project Red Core, Project Red Transmission, Project Red Exploration, OpenCC Sensors, Open Peripheral. I'm not really sure if I said that right, but sounds right. Project Red Transportation, Project Red Integration, Project Red Illumination, Project Red Expansion, and then there's Redstone Arsenal, which is kind of cool. Got redstone tools that do a lot. This does a lot of damage. This is a wrench. Flux infused. If you use this one, it does. Oh, does it not work? Oh, well, anyways, when you're in survival mode, it breaks like 5 or 6 blocks in whatever direction you break it. So, yeah, when you hit V, it works for all the tools. If you hit V, it breaks 5 blocks, but if you hit V again, it changes it back to normal. Oops, I probably should get one for... But the pickaxe, it mines like 3 blocks tall or 2 blocks tall or however. I mean, it goes like to 3 blocks. The Flux Sword does a lot of damage. I don't use the sickle, but the sickle is meant to get more seeds. But anyways, there's Simply's jetpacks, Steve Carts to components, Steve's Carts to blocks, Applied Energistics, Buildcraft Facades, Computercraft, Minecraft Reloaded, Big Reactors, Modular Force Field System, Qcraft, Nether Ores, Extra Utilities, Galacticraft Moon, Galacticraft Mars, Power Suits, Redstone in Motion, Vending Blocks, Mysticraft, and Mysticraft Pages. So there's a lot of stuff to check out, and basically we're gonna check out a lot of this. We're gonna do a lot of setups to do a lot of stuff. Kind of debating whether or not I should actually do the setup for how to make cryothium, because I can explain it, but you know, no, I'll wait till the next video to do that. Yeah, we'll wait till the next video to do anything else, because this is almost running up on 10 minutes and I don't want to make this one too long, because it was just supposed to be kind of an introduction, show a little bit off, and then yeah, okay, yeah, we'll wait. Okay, so basically that's it. We're just gonna admire the landscape for a little bit. Got a blue tree over there. You like my blue tree? That's my blue tree. Got this nice flat area with my oil bath in it. It's nice. Yeah, that's it. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.